Hello, my name is Avery Anderson and I'm running for the Kansas House of Representatives, District 72 out of Newton. I was born and raised in Newton. I was born into a small business family. Grew up, my grandfather owned a small business on Main Street. It was actually started in 1892 and my father owns a few small businesses on the north side of town, so I grew up helping them out and working for them all the way up through high school. And then I graduated from Newton High and I went to the University of Kansas. I did the student senate thing there, ran for student body vice president, and I did an internship at the State House in Topeka for a representative out of Wichita. I really enjoyed it. And then I graduated in December with a political science and communications degree and went to Washington, D.C. and did a post-graduation internship for Senator Pat Roberts. That was a phenomenal experience. It allowed me to see the federal side of politics, and then I already had the state side with my internship in Topeka. So I think it gave me a well-rounded view of politics. When I got home, coronavirus was just getting started, and I was trying to decide what to do for a career. And I actually decided to toss my hat in the ring for my local state race, and we had the largest primary in the state. It was a four-way primary. I won that by 50 votes. It was very close. And now I'm on to November. I think we're 12 days out of the election, and I hope it goes well. To be honest, that was my biggest concern getting in the beginning. When I was talking to friends and family, deciding if I was going to do it, it was my age. I said, would my district elect a 23-year-old, especially when there's a city commissioner who'd been on the commission for 5 years. And actually, when I started knocking on doors, I was pleasantly surprised that a lot of people were very excited to see younger people getting involved. They said it's great to see the youth out of you, and our state legislature is far too old on average. So I think getting younger people involved is fantastic, and it seems like the community has really rallied behind a younger person. So I love it. So I think the biggest thing that's facing my district right now isn't really a policy issue, it's communication. Our current representative, he's very poor with communicating with our district and the voters. It seems like he only comes back every 2 years to ask for their vote. And so to me, I think that I would like to bring communication back home from Topeka, and I just think that that's really important. The main job of a state representative is to represent your district and the voters, and I think that that's been missing. So my biggest thing would be coming back and hearing what they had to say and trying to take that back to Topeka. So I think the biggest issue facing the state right now is the economy and the budget crisis. So I think that'll be the first thing that the legislature needs to try to work on and get a plan on how we go forward. But that's definitely the biggest issue. And then coronavirus, just continuing to keep everyone safe and take the necessary precautions. I think that's a very delicate situation. So obviously running against an incumbent, he was elected in 2016, so he's been there 4 years. So that's always a challenge. But my district leans conservative, and so running as a Republican, especially in a presidential election year, it keeps me optimistic. And I've been, like I said, I did in the primary, just knocked on as many doors as possible and put my face in front of as many people. So I think that I've met more of my constituents this election cycle than my opponent has, and I hope that carries a lot of weight. My name is Avery Anderson, and I'm running for the Kansas House District 72, and I hope for your support on November 3rd.